How's it going, guys? Marty's back with another episode of The Weekly Burn. Obviously, I am unable to commit to a weekly update video series, but I'm going to do my best to continue to keep trying to bring this to you because they're fun and it's kind of fun to share a little more in depth on what I've been listening to. But for this week, actually this has been a good 2-week obsession of mine, and I have been digging in and fully re-familiarizing myself with Aeturnus' Beyond the Wandering Moon. This is probably one of my favorite Norwegian metal albums. This came out on Hammerheart some time ago. This band started in '94 with a demo, and they let me find something for you here. Their debut EP was called Dark Sorcery, and this is a 4-track, completely awesome, black metal influenced death metal. But what they went on to become was far greater. This album is a beast of an album. I've always called, I'm a big fan of this band's first 4 albums. After this, they've kind of abandoned the black metal feel and adopted more of a brutal death metal thing. And, you know, they're still together. In 2018, last year, they put out a new album that kind of started looking back to their past a little bit, but it's still predominantly death metal. But Beyond the Wandering Moon, this album, I've always called this the Norwegian bolt thrower. And for obvious reason, the riffs are just massively thick and full of feeling and motion. The vocals of Ares is just super deep and just penetrating, awesome death metal. And I guess what classifies them is, people said the earlier stuff was more black metal, is definitely the feel in the riffs, the motion, the melody, just melody seeping out of waves of heavy distortion and just a plodding guitar tone with a solid steady drum rhythm all the way through. It's just a fantastic mix, and this band did it great. And the album that came out after this, And So the Night Became, is just as good as this album, maybe starting to get a little more technical, but this is definitely my favorite of the first 3. I really honestly do not know why this has not been reissued. I know there was a reissue that came out with an abbreviated cover. Actually, this is the abbreviated cover. As you can see, it's a little bit different. This is obviously the superior cover artwork. This is just a promo. Ben Smasher just showed this in his last update, or the update before, which I'm kind of like, damn, I wanted to show this without feeling like I was influenced by him, but I'm not. We just sometimes share the same brain, which is completely fine. But if you have not heard Aeturnus, I would greatly suggest that you start off with Beyond the Wandering Moon. Just for a well-produced, I want to say this was also recorded by Python, or Peyton, I'm not entirely sure. Hold on one second. Yep, this was recorded at Greek Holland Studios, and the beauty of it is it doesn't sound all nebulous and washed out like, Emperor or those early Immortal albums. This is, which is fine. For black metal, that was perfect. This is just the Greek Holland and Peyton sound production reinforced the movement and power in this music perfectly by adding a lot of reverb and a very full sound. Wow, the package. This is, good luck finding this. If you do, you're probably gonna pay a lot for it. I got it when it came out, or whenever this US version came out, but it's a gatefold, awesome artwork. Comes with a lyric sheet. Gatefold 2 LP set. But there's some people that would say that they prefer the newer material, and I've heard this. I kept tune with this band up through their Darker Monument album, and it just started just getting so technical and lifeless. And, you know, in light of what they were, it always felt like a talented but sad departure for what they once were. But if you just want music that just detonates with passion and movement, and it's just so heavy and nodding, and just your head, you just can't help it. It's just fucking great music. And hunt this album down, even if you have to buy the reissue, although I think that is a bootleg. I'm not entirely sure if that they had the approval from the band to put that stuff out. But Beyond the Wandering Moon by Aeturnus is a monster. Definitely check it out, and I will be back soon with some more great stuff I've been listening to. Thanks.